What's poppin' T Squad? It's your girl Keisha, and I'm here with tonight's All Tea, All Shade. What is the name of this show? Power and Protect SVU. I don't know. Shit. Y'all know the damn title. This is the season 1, episode 5 review. Tonight's episode was the mid-season finale. Power will not be back until December. They're currently filming the next 5 episodes right now. I didn't do my usual notes. I just took the notes where, I just pinpointed the most important things to talk about. I didn't go and write down a whole episode like I normally do because, as you can see, I'm tired as fuck. I had a lot on my plate today and I didn't get a lot of sleep. And I'm sleepy. So let's talk about the key things that happened on tonight's episode. So we start off the episode with Tasha having a dream about Raina. It is Tariq and Raina's 18th birthday. And she dreams that she's at home with Tariq and Yasmin and her overbearing ass mama, and they wish Tariq a happy birthday, blow out the candles. She goes to the door, and at the door is Raina with all of her weave, child. She had weave down to her goddamn titty, and it looked hot. It was good to see the little girl though that played Raina. Good to see she got another check. Tasha was just like, I'm sorry, I wasn't there for you, when she was just squeezing her tight, and Raina was like, Mama, what in the hell is wrong with you? Like, you tripping? And then Tasha hears this clinking noise, and she wakes up and remembers that her ass is in an orange jumpsuit in jail. So then we find out that Tasha does not want Tamika on the stand because Tamika knows that Sax was at Truth that night. But the gag is, if she reveals that on the stand, then it could get to the point where they find out who saw him there, and then that will reveal that Tariq was the one that saw him there. So if Tariq is there, that will then show that he was there at the scene of the crime and he was the shooter himself. So they cannot risk Tamika going on the stand and outing Sax and being at Truth that night. So Tasha's trying to do everything in her power to get Tamika off the stand. She even sends Tariq over to her house to talk to her. Hell, to even shoot her ass if need be. He got his gun in his pocket. He nervous. I'm like, I don't even understand why this little nigga nervous. Nigga, you got 2 bodies under your belt at this point. Like, what the fuck is you nervous about killing motherfuckers for now? Tamika ain't shit to you. If you kill your own daddy, goddamn, you kill anybody. But he doesn't end up having to shoot her. Because Davis ends up dropping by. And what did Tariq say to Tamika when he was over there? He confessed to her that he was the one that saw Sax there that night, and that he was afraid because he blamed it on Tommy and said that Tommy was the one that killed Ghost, and that if he goes to jail, that will have that will give Tommy the opportunity to get at him and possibly harm him or hurt him. And Tamika believed it because she got a little soft spot for Tariq. So Brayden throws Tariq 18th birthday party at the Fred house. Everybody there getting drunk or whatever. Drew ended up coming through with Diana, and as he's at the party, he sees Everett. He like, hey boo, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? And Everett, I can't talk y'all for shit right now. I'm so sleepy. Everett hit him with the "What's up, my nigga?" He looking like, oh, so that's what we doing now? The other day you was licking on my nipples. You wanna go downtown? Like you was about to suck my dick the other day, and now you hit me with the, oh yeah, what up, my nigga? Oh, okay. So of course his feelings was hurt because he really liked this little nigga and he trying to sun him. And I said that last week. I was like, it's gonna be problems with this relationship because I wondered if Everett's character was out and if that was going to cause a problem for them. And as we saw on tonight's episode, Everett is not out. But it was revealed on tonight's episode that Drew's entire family does know he's gay. It's not a secret. So There was also a scene with Monet and Diana sitting on the steps in their house, and Monet is schooling Diana on how to control men, how to, have a man wrapped around your finger. And basically, she was telling her that you have to get a man to the point where he feel like he needs you. He has to see himself in your eyes. So she was like, when you're around Tariq, I need for you to make yourself available to him and to get as much information as possible. And then she even goes as far as to show her how to control a man by you give them a little and then you take it back. So when Ramirez, the police officer, drops by her house, she tell the nigga to stop popping up. And because he keep on popping up and invading her personal space, she tells him that she don't want to fuck with him right about now. She'll get at him when she want to see him. So he was looking like, the fuck? Like, bitch, I'm just trying to touch you and be nice to your ass with your mean ass. But Monet's techniques, however, don't work when it comes to Diana and Tariq, because Tariq peeps game from 5 miles away. So Kane confronts Monet about Ramirez, because Tariq schooled him in the car once again, and he was like, y'all must be paying a shitload to keep a cop like that on y'all payroll. And he's sitting in the car like, you know what, we don't pay this motherfucker, so how is my mama paying him? Oh my god, my mama paying this nigga with pussy. It dawned on Kane slow ass. So Kane went in the house to confront his mama, and he is hot, he pissed off, because like, you fucking the op, you fucking a cop, and you cheating on my motherfucking daddy, bitch, like the fuck. And Monet was like, you better watch your motherfucking tone, nigga, before I crack you in your motherfucking mouth. So like I said last week, there are going to be issues with Kane and Monet in the future, because he's going to get sick of her hiding things from him, not cluing him in on things, not respecting his position in their family, and choosing other people, aka Drew, Diana, and now Tariq over him. So that's going to cause tension between those two. And I told you, I feel like Kane gonna be the one that's gonna end up taking Monet out. All episode, Riley keep on questioning Brayden about Tariq. Where Tariq be at? Why Tariq doing this? Why Tariq doing that? And at some point, he was like, damn, bitch, like, why the fuck you keep on asking about him? Like, you act like you want to fuck him. Like, mind your motherfucking business. And I like how he rolled for Tariq, but at the same token, later on in the episode, he comes at Tariq about some, you gotta clue me in, you always hiding stuff from me, and this, and that. And like I said to y'all last week, Brayden doesn't need the money. He's doing this shit for fun. He got Tariq back, but I don't think he got Tariq back like that, because he was low-key kind of like coming at him sideways when he was yelling at him. And I just feel like he's going to end up snitching on Tariq when shit get hot and his feet are to the fire. I don't think that he's going to be a ride or die like Tommy was to Ghost. I really honestly see Brayden snitching on him, but right now he got his back. But and he was checking Riley, but Riley has got to motherfucking go, because Riley was getting on my motherfucking nerves this goddamn episode. So Cara Dad, this episode we learned that she ain't shit neither. Zeke pushed up on her and she took the bait, and they ended up fucking in the bathroom. So I was like, okay, so her and Jabari ain't shit. They both need to be fired. They're both like pedophiles and predators. I don't understand this storyline once again with Jabari and her. We don't know what are the like key dynamics to this relationship. It hasn't been explained. We're 5 episodes in. All we know is that he wrote a book about her, and I basically told all her goddamn business, but yet and still she's a sex addict and a love addict, and she keep on fucking this nigga even though she know he ain't shit. She ain't shit. They have a toxic, weird relationship that has not been really explained in depth. It's weird. It's unnecessary. I don't like their storyline. I don't like it at all. How is this tie in to power? I don't understand. What's his name? Jabari even goes as far as this episode to try to school Tariq about how to, be a black man in their, society with the school and everything. And Tariq got to check this nigga on some you ain't my daddy type shit. And I really honestly feel like what's going to end up happening is Tariq's going to find out he been fucking his students. And something else that Jabari does this episode, he gonna hold that shit over his head. He might end up killing that nigga. Something gonna end up happening because Jabari is weird and Cara Dad is weird. I need for both of them to go. Jabari at the end of this episode also goes as far as to copy Tariq's paper. Because as we've seen, Tariq thinks outside the box. He's an extraordinary thinker. And so Jabari has been impressed with the way he thinks and his views on things. So he's been having trouble writing, and he's told by his literary agent that, the editor at his publishing house, that if this third book doesn't deliver, he's going to get dropped. So his back is against the wall. He's having writer's block. He wants to write about Cara Dad, but she's like, no, you can't continue to write about me. So he decides to then copy off his student's paper, which is plagiarism. And that nigga is going to be shamed when it comes out that he copied Tariq's book, or Tariq might hold it over his head so he can get a passing grade in the class. Like, you keep that shit. I won't say nothing. You just better pass me or I'm telling everything. So I think that's what's going to end up happening. Tariq might hold that over his head when he finds out that he copied his work so he can get a passing grade in that class. Because once again, Tariq shows up late. He been late every goddamn episode. I'm like, I'm so tired of this nigga coming into class late. I know he got a lot going on, but goddamn it. And if you 18, nigga, I need for you to get you a car. You'd made enough money to go get you a car, goddamn it. So, Tasha also calls Davis once she finds out that Tamika is still going to take the stand. She calls Davis and tells him that she wants to take a plea deal. She's trying her hardest to protect Tariq. She doesn't want Tariq to go to jail. She's going to take this L for him. She is really protecting her son. Couldn't be me. That little nigga would have been in that jail cell and I would have been out in these streets starting them bopping. So Riley at Tariq's birthday party, she drugs Brayden's drink, but Brayden ends up handing his drink to Tariq instead, and Tariq ends up getting drugged. And in the process, when he's left alone in the room by Lauren ass, like the nigga passed out and she just left him in the room, which shows you right there that she don't give a fuck about him. I'm like, this nigga passed out in the middle of y'all conversation. You just gonna get up and walk out. That bitch don't mean you no good. And she don't fuck with you like that. I told y'all last week, he gonna find out she ain't a real one. She ain't gonna have his back when it come time. And we saw that on tonight's episode. She don't ride for him like that. When she finds out who Tariq is and what Tariq is doing, she is going to run for the hills because of her brother being an addict. And I can also see her end up becoming an addict and being end up getting high off of his supply and him not knowing it. And when he finds out, it's going to be too little, too late. She going to be already hooked on this shit. But Lauren ain't the one for him. She ain't ride or die. She ain't got his back like that. So Lauren leaves Tariq in the room by himself. And while he's passed out, Riley comes into the room and she grabs his phone and she does the face recognition, she puts the phone on him, and then she tracks his location. So she has done everything that her uncle Sachs has told her not to do. So all of this stuff, when it comes out that he did it illegally again, is going to be unusable in court. I want her to get her ass kicked. Diana need to fuck her up. So where else? So at the party, Diana is trying to talk to Tariq. She's doing the job for her mother, but at the same time, she actually does like Tariq and got feelings for him. Even though her mother is telling her to keep her feelings in check, she really feeling him. But he don't look at her like that for real, for real. He got his eyes on Lauren, which I hate that the writers at this show, aka Courtney Kemp in the writers' room, are recycling the Ghost, Angela, and Tasha storyline. It's so tired and played out. Like, why are y'all recycling this storyline? Why is he interested in the light skinned girl and the dark skinned girl is just chopped liver? But he plays Diana to the left and kind of like treats her like a little sister in front of Lauren, and actually basically chucks Diana up the deuces and leaves with Lauren and to go rap to her and talk to her or whatever the case may be. But what I really feel like is, like I said, is going to end up happening is that he really likes Lauren more than he likes Diana. And he's going to try to be with her. But like I said, when she finds out who he is, she going to sing like a canary and drop his ass like a bad habit. But what Monet told Diana about making a man need you is going to come in handy for her via the Tasha storyline, how Tasha made herself needy or available or ride or die to Ghost by taking his gun when they got pulled over by the police. And that's when he saw that she was, down for him. The same thing is going to happen between Tariq and Diana. She going to be down for him like she was tonight on tonight's episode. She saw his gun in his backpack and took it out of his backpack and put it in her pocket so he wouldn't, get caught with it while he was out walking around drunk and shit. So she got his back, and what's going to end up happening, I believe, is, like I said, he going to be with Lauren first. Lauren going to end up flaking on his ass when she find out who he is. Diana is going to be there, be his ride or die. He going to end up being with Diana and really joining the Tejada family via marriage. And he's going to become a part of that family the mob way, where he's going to get married in and have to end up marrying Diana. Diana gonna fuck around and get pregnant or some shit like that, and he gonna have to end up marrying her. Now, I don't know if he's going to be in love with her, just like Ghost wasn't in love with Tasha, but it's gonna be the same storyline because they recycling the same shit that they did with Tasha, Ghost, and Angela, which is tired and played out. I'm tired of them idolizing the light-skinned women and the dark-skinned women getting shitted on or being freaks and hoes. I just cannot with that. It's tired, and I hope that they do something different where they actually make him end up falling in love with Diana once they do get together. Because it would be nice to see, a dark-skinned chocolate woman being loved on a show like this. So we shall see, but those are my thoughts on the whole love triangle with Lauren, Diana, and Tariq. So, Tariq is so fucked up that he's cognizant enough to go home being drugged, high as hell, able to change into a three-piece suit and a trench coat, tie is perfect, make his way to the to the cemetery to wish Raina a happy birthday and to cuss his damn daddy out. I'm like, writers, are you kidding me? Why would y'all have this nigga go home and change and do all of this shit? Like, what drugged up person is doing all of this? Like, come on, make it believable, people. But this is writers, this is power writers, they get off into their soap opera shit. So Tariq goes to the cemetery, like I said, and wish his sister a happy birthday and tell her that, save me a place in heaven next to Tupac and Biggie and Left Eye. Tell Jesus I said what's up. Then he goes over to his daddy grave, which is right next to Raina's, and cusses him out and, confesses that he had to do it. He had to kill him. And meanwhile, Sax is over to the side videotaping the whole thing because Riley called him crying about how she accidentally drugged Tariq and she's tracking his phone. So now he has Tariq confessing to killing Ghost on videotape, even though he did it illegally. I'm sick of Sax's ass too as well. So Tariq ends up telling Brayden, what he been out here in the streets doing, that, the plug is Monet, that Zeke don't know, Zeke can't find out what they into, and if anything happened to him, basically who did it. And that's why I say that I don't really see Brayden being ride or die all the way through. And I don't know if that was a good idea to tell Brayden everything. Brayden brother ends up sneaking into their room and stealing their whole stash. And remember, Monet told Tariq if some shit happened, you end up losing product or losing money. That's on you. You better figure this shit out. So when he finds out that they stash been robbed, he gonna have to pay Peter to pay Paul to get this shit corrected, and they gonna have to fuck up Brayden's brother. And I think that's gonna be Brayden's test to see like how far you gonna go with fucking your brother up for robbing us. So Monet met with Tariq in the episode to ask him, does he know any information on who Drew fucking with up there at the school? Of course he knew, but he wasn't gonna tell. And so at the end of the episode, Monet has him come to the crib and was like, who are you loyal to, me or Drew? And he was like, you, like, I got your back. And she was like, that's what's up, my nigga. So she ended up welcoming him to the family, and she told Kane to give him his piece. And he was like, I'm not giving this nigga my piece. He probably don't even know how to use it. And you already see that Kane is jealous. He does not like the fact that they're even working with Tariq, let alone the fact that Monet's welcoming him to the family. So like I said, that's going to be a place of contention moving forward. At the end of the episode, Davis and Sax meet up. Sax reveals to Davis the videotape of Tariq confessing. Davis then tells him, I can, have Tamika get on the stage and prove that you were at truth that night. So since both of them have shit on the other, they decide to work together to prove that Tasha is not the queen pin, and then put Tariq on the stand to send his ass to jail. Neither one of their asses ain't shit. Fuck you too, Method Man. But some shit gonna end up coming out. Tasha or Tariq gonna end up finding out that Davis' ass is cheating on his wife, Marilyn, with his assistant or whoever that lady is that worked for him, and they gonna end up holding that shit over his head. That's how they gonna end up getting up out of that shit. And that was it. So Ghost, whatever the hell this show is, Ghost Part 2, version 2.0, will be back in December. I give the mid-season finale episode a B- because of the cemetery thing with Tariq being able to change clothes and shit. That was dumb to me. And it was something else that was unbelievable. I can't even think about it because I'm sleepy. But yeah, I get this episode a B-. It was cool for what it was. Riley gotta die. Everybody gotta die. I actually like Tariq. I just don't like that they're doing the cliche storyline with this love triangle. Like, it's just so cliche and just like so tired and just like I'm Team Diana. I want Diana to win. I got Diana back. And I fuck with Kane too. I fuck with Kane the long way. All right, y'all. Make sure to thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, hit that notification bell button. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. I will see you guys on the next review. Bye.